Hi guys, Love Me here, and thank you for joining me for this Friday's personal pause. This is my second personal pause for the month of August. I do personal pauses every first Friday and every third Friday, and this will not be a long personal pause. Um, we've had a busy week this week. My husband, he was not feeling well. This week he ended up getting strep, and he had to go to the hospital, and he got antibiotics and he had to take 2 days off of work. But first when he was first feeling sick, he went in on Monday, and then that Monday night he just wasn't feeling hot. So then he went in to the emergency and he found out he had strep. After he had Googled the signs of strep on the internet, and he was like, I think that's what I got. So he's been on an antibiotic, and then of course with us having a child, our oldest son who was on special needs, um, he's never had strep before. So if any of us get sick, we always do our best to make sure we are thoroughly, washing our hands, not kissing on him, like on his forehead and stuff like that, because we don't want him to get sick with these things. But my husband kind of quarantined himself for like a day or two in the bedroom, and there was just other precautions we took just to make sure that none of us got sick. But he's doing much better. And then we were having band issues, and we found out what was going on with that, so getting that taken care of. And then I'm also in the midst of homeschool planning. um, I'll talk more about that in another video. Even though I said, as for the future of my channel, it won't be as heavily homeschool related. I still am going to throw in homeschool videos every once in a while. And I always like to show you guys what I have planned or what I'm planning for the first part of the school year. And a lot of the stuff that I want to do is some of the stuff that I wanted to do last year, but just didn't get around to doing it because of my oldest son going in to have spine surgery in November. And then he went back in January for they call it a revision, but he had got an infection on one part of his back that wasn't healing really well, and they had to go in and clean that out. So a lot of the stuff I wanted to do with little, I wasn't able to do, but we'll be able to do it this year. And I've mentioned before, a lot of my homeschooling books, they have multiple grades in them, like K through 3 or K through second. And I like that because that gives us an opportunity to still use those materials that I know we wanted to use. So I'm happy about that. And my youngest, he is going to be going into the second grade. So yeah, that was it, guys. I mean, it was basically, I guess this is kind of like an update and a reflection. I mean, there was a little bit of just thinking about how I wanted to be as a home educator this year, my mental state, um, my emotions. My youngest son he is very high energy. And I, sometimes for me, it's not him, it's me, because I've always been like this. Um, I don't do well when things are too high energy. Sometimes I get frazzled. And for me, what I've been trying to do, even this summer, is slow down when things seem like they're rushing. And again, this is not just pertaining to my youngest son, it's just pertaining to also life in general. When things seem like it's rushing for me, like I said, I get frazzled and my anxiety kicks in really bad. So I've been really trying to work on slowing the pace down where I can. I mean, there's some things that happen within life where sometimes you got to make a quick decision or you need to move quicker. But there's things where I've noticed I don't have to be so fast paced. So I've really been working on that and just trying to dial it down a little. And I was telling my husband, this basketball analogy came to my mind. When you watch basketball sometimes, especially the pros, because that's where I've seen it in. haven't watched. I don't even watch basketball that much. Sometimes my husband, he'll catch the highlights, but anyway, um, but there are some teams that play fast pace, and there's some teams that play at a slower pace. They like to take their time, and it becomes a power struggle between the two teams because sometimes you have the one team that plays fast pace and they want that other team that plays slower pace to play on their level. They trying to get them to play fast pace, which can sometimes throw that slower pace team off of their game. And then on the flip side, you can have that slower pace team trying to bring that faster paced team down to them and make them play their type of game. And I felt like it was kind of like that with me and my youngest son. And I don't want to attribute his high energy and me trying to be slow paced as a power struggle, because it's not a power struggle. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm his mom and I am his, his teacher. And for him, he does need to learn to bring it down some and, when to just dial down that energy. And for me, there's times where I need to just go with the flow of the high energy stuff. But for teaching purposes, I've really been looking at how he learns this year, how he learns. I was really trying to be observant of that last school year in this summer. I've been really paying attention to how he learns. And I mentioned before that he's a hands-on learner. Um, and at the beginning of the school year last year, we did some hands-on things. But then again, when November came, at the end of November, at the end of November, when my oldest son had his surgery, a lot of the hands-on stuff got put on hold because we were at the hospital a lot. So a lot of my youngest son's learning was through paperwork, and he didn't like that as much. And there was a struggle. I mean, it was a challenging year. It was a challenging year. His personality has definitely grown more. Um, yeah, we had some times where it was just rough, guys. It was just rough and raw. It was just he didn't want to do it, and I'm trying to, press through it. But it let me see, like I said, he likes to be able to use his hands and do things, and he doesn't like sitting down too much. And there's times where you just gotta sit down. There's just times where you gotta sit down and do certain work. But I just been looking at his little personality. I mean, he's 7, and I'm just looking at his personality and how he is as a person. And I think what we want to do this year is going to be helpful for him because it's going to be a lot more hands-on. I definitely try to take some of the things he's interested in and add it into our homeschooling. Um, I feel like this video is all over the place because I'm kind of just going off of what's coming to my mind. I didn't really have stuff planned out of what I wanted to say. So just flow with me, guys. And I'm really tired. Like I said, it's just been a long week and I'm really, really tired. We had a busy day today, but nevertheless, I wanted to do my personal pause, and I'm proud of myself for staying diligent with these videos. But anyway, like I was saying, what was I saying? He, guys, what was I saying? That happens a lot. That happens a lot. It happens really a lot. But so yeah, I've been watching him. Oh, that's what I was saying. So we are a mix of homeschooling. Um, we are a little traditional. We are a little unschooled. We are a little um, STEM. We're a little bit of everything. Um, and that works for us. It works for him. He likes doing unit studies, so we have a couple coming up. Um, he wants to do a couple of gadgets, making some gadgets from this book that I have, and I'm giving him options from certain projects, like pick two of these. Because if I just leave it up to him, he'll pick as many as he wants, and sometimes that could be overwhelming, not just for him but for me, because it's like, okay, I don't know if we can do all of these type of projects along with everything else. So I've been really trying to think about and be intentional about our school year being peaceful, relaxed, and not overloading ourselves. We're going to do some science, we're going to do some unit studies, but how much of those things are we going to do, in a semester without getting burned out? And because I felt it, guys. I felt as the summer was coming to an end, I'm just like, oh my goodness, are we going to be able to do it? Because again, he has a strong personality. He has a strong personality. He's excited to go into the second grade, and I'm excited that he's excited. But sometimes he just doesn't want to do the work. And some days we're just back to one. I got the my front door open. Some days we're just back to one with the foundation of things, the behavior and stuff like that. And that can be very draining. And so I just been telling him what I expect from him this year, and just trying to help him understand that you got to listen more. I want him to understand. I want his understanding to mature. Um, I want him to understand the reason and the purpose and the function behind certain things we do, not just rush through it. And that's not only just for him, that's for me as well, because that's an area where I struggled at as a kid, and even as an adult, was detail. So I just been reflecting on all of that, and just again how I want our homeschooling to be. And I want it to be peaceful. I want it to be relaxing. I want it to be exciting. And my heart's desire, my heart's goal is to always teach my kids out of a loving heart and a understanding heart, but um, and encourage them to be the best that they can be, to learn from their mistakes, not get, I mean, we get frustrated, but how to work through your emotions, not letting your emotions control you, but working through them. Um, so yeah, so that's pretty much that, guys. How are you guys doing? How was your week? I do want to try to start asking you guys that in my personal pauses. Like I said before, the personal pauses are just relaxed. There's times where I'm going to be looking here, looking there. I just want it to be relaxed and natural, like I'm talking to somebody. Because when you're really talking to somebody, you're not always making eye contact. You'll make eye contact, and then you'll look up, and you're using hand gestures. I mean, depending on how you are. But I do want to, like I said, I do want to just ask you guys how you doing, how your week is going. A lot of us are gearing up for this upcoming school year. Some moms and families have already started. I know, by the beginning of September, everybody will be back into school, whether it's the public school system or it's homeschooling. By the beginning of September, everybody will be back into it. So, just how you guys are doing, how you're feeling about this upcoming school year, what goals you have for yourself as a home educator. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are all doing well. Please comment down below. I do respond to my comments, whether it's with a little heart or whether it's replying with words. But yeah. So that's it, guys. I feel like I'm about to ramble, so we are gonna stop this. See, I look tired. I look tired, and you guys are probably like, it's quiet. See, now I'm rambling. Probably like it's quiet. Biggs is in his room relaxing. He might have fell asleep. Little is gone with his dad. They went out to hang out and spend time together, and they're actually going to be hanging out with my brother. So it's quiet right now. And all I want to do is just chill. I'm going to go hang out with Biggs and spend some time with him. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye.